Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Jim Godo. I'm the Vice President for Communication and External Affairs. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the college's 159th commencement. It is wonderful to see all of you here today. Give yourselves a round of applause. This is a day of celebration. Our goal is to make this a great day for our graduates, the class of 2024. It is also our goal, you can applaud, that's fine, the class of 2024, right? It is also our goal to make your time on our campus comfortable and safe. With that in mind, I have a few housekeeping announcements to make prior to the beginning of today's ceremony. A map of the Residence Hall Recreation Center is conveniently located on page 22 of your commencement program. The map identifies all building exits, the location of all restrooms, the first aid facility, concessions, and campus store sales and flowers. Please take a moment to familiarize yourself with the surroundings. In the unlikely event that we experience severe weather during today's ceremony, I or another college staff member will provide you with evacuation procedures. Our ushers will help direct you to a safe location. Be advised that safe areas include interior hallways on all floors of this building, the locker rooms, and all stairwells. Avoid glass doors and windows. In the event of a fire alarm or other incident requiring an evacuation of the building, you will be instructed to use the nearest exit. If you wish to take photos today, you may use the designated area to my right, your left. Plan to use the photography area as your loved one nears the moment where they cross the stage. Take your pictures, and then please return to your seat. And we ask that you please be courteous to others. Should you require first aid attention, personnel from the college health staff are stationed to your left side of the stage, my right, as indicated by signage in the Residence Hall Recreation Center and illustrated on the map in your programs. To accommodate those who are deaf and hard of hearing, my good friend Patty Shore-Caden will interpret North Central College's 2024 commencement ceremony in American Sign Language. You will find Patty's image inset in the live video coverage of the ceremony on the screens adjacent to the stage. Simultaneous Spanish translation of this year's commencement ceremony is available via a limited number of special headsets. You are welcome to visit the table just inside the arena to see if any headsets are still available. Restrooms are located on the first floor of this building and are clearly marked with overhead signage. You may also use the locker room facilities, which are in the north hallway behind you. And to our guests viewing from the third floor, restrooms are located near the elevator. An additional message for our guests on the third floor: will you please refrain from leaving objects such as water bottles, purses, or cell phones near the edge? We don't want objects falling on guests in the main arena. Concessions are available outside at the west end of the Res Rec Center and are accessible through the lobby at the northwest corner of the building. If you wish to purchase North Central College merchandise today, the campus store is set up outside in a tent at the west end of this building, also accessible through the lobby. Additionally, flower bouquets are available for purchase in the same location. It is a long-standing ritual at college commencements for the audience to stand during the academic procession. In a few moments, the college's faculty will enter the seating area at the west end of the building. We ask that you, the audience, rise as you are able and welcome the faculty with robust applause. The class of 2024 will follow the faculty into the arena, and yes, robust applause would be appropriate. The procession begins at the west end of the Murner Fieldhouse and can be viewed on the large screens on either side of the stage. The flags along the stage represent the home countries of international students who are graduating today or who have studied this academic year at North Central College. A complete list of the countries represented can be found in your commencement program. Finally, we ask that you please silence your cell phones during today's ceremony. Thank you for your attention to these important announcements. You're here to celebrate the class of 2024 and a loved one's achievement. Congratulations and enjoy the day. North Central College's 159th commencement will begin in a few minutes.
Good afternoon. As the chaplain of the college, it is my pleasure to offer a blessing over our time today. I want to offer a few words about what I'm going to be sharing. In the 1995 biography, Mother Teresa, A Simple Path, Lucinda Varday cited a poem that was painted onto the wall of the Calcutta orphanage, where the saintly Teresa had served for decades. I'll be sharing that poem in a moment as our prayer. But the story behind the poem, now titled Anyways, is as important to our time today as the actual content. Despite what memes may say, Mother Teresa did not write the poem. It's actually written by Kent Keith in 1968 and was called The Paradoxical Commandments. In 1968 was a tough time, and Keith wanted to share some words of wisdom to young people. He said this: during the student revolution of the 60s, there was conflict and confrontation on many college and high school campuses. But there was also an idealism that positive change could be achieved. Sound familiar? He continues. What I found disturbing was that so many young people went out to change the world but came back too soon. They gave up because change did not occur quickly, or people did not appreciate what they were trying to do. I urged them to love people because change takes time. And love is one of the only motivations strong enough to keep you with the people until change is achieved. We are a nation filled with pain and potential, and you may feel eager and anxious about the future. Here's the part I want you to really hear. Kent Keith wrote the following words, which we will share, to encourage young people to strive for the good and the right and the true based on his understandings and teachings of Jesus when he was a sophomore in college. He was 19 when he wrote this poem. He went on to inspire millions, including me and at least one saint, Teresa of Calcutta. I hope these words today you can hear with an attitude of reflection, care, and love. Would you join me? People are illogical, unreasonable, and self-centered. Love them anyway. If you do good, people will accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Do good anyway. If you are successful, you will win false friends and true enemies. Succeed anyway. The good you do today will be forgotten tomorrow. Do good anyway. Honesty and frankness make you vulnerable. Be honest and frank anyway. The biggest men and women with the biggest ideas can be shot down by the smallest men and women with the smallest minds. Think big anyway. People favor underdogs, but only follow top dogs. Fight for a few underdogs anyway. What you spend years building may be destroyed overnight. Build anyway. People really need help, but may attack you if you do help them. Help people anyway. Give the world the best, and you will get kicked in the teeth. Give the world the best you have anyway. Be blessed and be a blessing, class of 2024. Amen. Please be seated.
Thank you, Reverend Doolittle. And good afternoon, everyone. I am Dr. Anita Thomas, the 11th president of North Central College, and it is a great privilege to welcome you all, family, friends, colleagues, special guests, and especially our graduates, the class of 2024. Okay, they're still getting seated. I am truly honored to share this special day with you, the 159th North Central College Commencement. The college's first commencement was in 1866. There were 3 graduates that year. Today, there are 698 of you, 535 undergraduates, and 163 graduate students. representing 27 different states and 17 countries from across the globe. Here are some additional facts about the class of 2024. Among our baccalaureate degree candidates, 166 of you are among the first generation in your family to complete a college degree. 148 of you transferred to North Central from another institution. And 230 of you will graduate with honors. Among our master's degree candidates, 44% of you chose to advance your education in health sciences, and 55% of you chose to pursue an advanced degree in business, leadership, education, or writing. Also among the 698 of you, one is an ROTC cadet who will commission in the fall. And 5 are U.S. military veterans, one of whom serves in the National Guard and is not with us today because he deployed this week. He does have a buddy who is honoring him on his cap, so look for that when the students go by. As I look out at you together in this space, I see the embodiment of our mission. And I see if you mumble it along with me. North Central College is a diverse community of learners dedicated to preparing students to be curious, engaged, ethical, and purposeful citizens and leaders in local, national, and global contexts. Our faculty and staff have worked to help prepare you to launch your careers, whether you will be pursuing graduate study, or beginning with your first job. Your education, grounded in the liberal arts, has helped you with critical thinking, collaboration, problem solving, weighing the multiple perspectives, ethics, moral reasoning, and quantitative reasoning skills. You are well prepared to be effective citizens, and we know that you will be great leaders and people of influence in your workplace, family, and community. And through that preparation, you have persisted. Whether you arrived at North Central in the fall of 2020 or sometime after, you pressed ahead with your goals and your dreams despite a global pandemic and all that has happened in our world, our nation, and our community since. You faced constant change and uncertainty, and you put in the hard work just to get to this day. You did not do it alone. You had family and friends and Cardinal community encouraging, supporting, and when you needed it, pushing you. Thank you, families, for all that you have done to help our graduates to meet this milestone. Typically, we celebrate academic achievements through graduation ceremonies, but you should note that we are holding a commencement ceremony today. Commencement is the act of starting out or blazing a new trail. The word can be used for the beginning of anything, from a business meeting to a vacation trip or even to a marriage. Anything that begins has a moment of commencement. Commencement refers to the start of something, and in an academic context, this ceremony signifies that you are starting your career and the next phase of your life. Graduates, We have spent less than 1 year together. This is my first class of graduates. But enough time for me to know for sure you are ready to begin this next chapter. And how do I know? I've heard you speaking in classes, asking thoughtful questions, and discussing ethical dilemmas. I have listened as you presented complex research, most of which I still just don't understand. I have watched you perform, create art, excel on the athletic field. I have seen you collaborate with faculty and staff who believe in you. I've seen you impress potential employers and console and celebrate one another. Now the world needs you and your curiosity, your pluck, your determination. Most of all, the world needs the qualities that a North Central College education has imparted in you, no matter your degree or career aspiration. Class of 2024, when you walk out of this arena today, we will open the doors wide for your new beginning. The poet John O'Donohue has written about such a moment in his work, For a New Beginning. In out-of-the-way places of the heart, where your thoughts never think to wander, this beginning has been quietly forming, waiting until you were ready to emerge. For a long time, it has watched your desire, feeling the emptiness growing inside you, noticing how you willed yourself on, still unable to leave what you had outgrown. It watched you play with the seduction of safety and the gray promises that sameness whispered, heard the waves of turmoil rise and relent, wondered, would you always live like this? Then the delight when your courage kindled, and out you stepped onto new ground. Your eyes young again with energy and dream, a path of plenitude opening before you. Though your destination is not yet clear, you can trust the promise of this opening. Unfurl yourself into the grace of beginning that is at one with your life's desire. Awaken your spirit to adventure. Hold nothing back. Learn to find ease in risk. Soon you will home in a new rhythm, for your soul senses the world that awaits you. Congratulations again, our graduates of the class of 2024. It is now my pleasure to introduce our next speaker. You can't think about North Central College without thinking about Naperville, our beloved hometown. Please welcome Scott Worley, the mayor of Naperville. Scott is also a member of the college's Board of Trustees and a proud North Central College alum, class of 1991. I present to you Mayor Worley.
Thank you, Dr. Thomas, and good afternoon, everyone. To those who have traveled from out of town, out of state, or even internationally, welcome to Naperville. The city of Naperville and North Central College share an incredible bond dating back more than 150 years, when Naperville was a town of 2,000 residents and the college comprised of a single building and 250 students. My, how we have grown and changed over those many years. One thing that hasn't changed is the impact that North Central College graduates have had on this community as educators, entrepreneurs, and business leaders, civic and nonprofit leaders, healthcare professionals, and more. Generations of alumni have helped make Naperville the amazing place it is today. Recently, Niche.com ranked Naperville the #1 best city to live in America and the 3rd best city to buy a house in America. For the past several years, Niche.com has also named Naperville the best city to raise a family, the best city to have public schools. I can't imagine Naperville without you, North Central College, and I can't imagine North Central College without Naperville. Graduates, whether you're here through your scholarship, your artistic or athletic performance, your volunteerism, or through a part-time job, you have already made Naperville a better place during your time here, and we thank you. Naperville is proud to have had you in our home as a student, and as we hope many of you, as I do, so many other alums have done. We hope you put down roots here in Naperville, your home, as you enter this next chapter in your lives. Regardless of where your path takes you, we wish the best, and please know that Naperville is always going to be a home for you. On behalf of the city, congratulations to North Central College, class of 2024. Go Cardinals!
Thank you, Mayor Worley, and a warm welcome to the families and friends of our graduating students. I am Abiodun Goke Pariola, North Central College's Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. It is indeed my honor to introduce the student who has the distinct privilege of representing the class of 2024 as their speaker. She is a candidate to receive a Bachelor of Arts degree in English and Political Science. She has been in the College Honors Scholars Program, and she has served as a member of Cardinal First, as a first-year mentor, as a part of the orientation staff, and as a member of the Premier Scholars Program and a team leader. She has also been a Career Center peer advisor, a Writing Center tutor, editor of the Chronicle, and the 30 North Literary Magazine staff, among many other roles. She is a member of the Sigma Tau Delta English Honors Society, and recently, on Honors Day, she was selected as a 2024 North Central College Outstanding Senior. Please join me in welcoming to the podium Tabitha Montserrat Zuniga Diaz.
Hello. What an honor to be here today. I want to start off by bringing us back to one of the first times we might have all felt connected to each other and to this campus. The first night of Welcome Week during Red and White Night marks a symbolic closing of our high school journey and the start of our college careers. On this cool August night, students march all the way down the Red Spine to Murner with candles. And on this particular night, my sophomore year, because our first week was the year of COVID, Dr. Birkeland spoke on how education can be transformational. Her speech highlights that we should strive to go to bed smarter and changed by the knowledge that we have learned. These words spoke true to me that night. And through my classmates, I realized how valid her words were. Education is many things. It can be cathartic and terrifying, but many of us don't consider how lonely it could be. Some of us, in the pursuit of higher education, may have struggled not to have an existential or quarter-life crisis. Many of us failed, though, myself included. And when I needed a reminder that there is beauty in learning, I turned to my English classmates, who were there to push me through the uncomfortable growing pains. They taught me a fundamental lesson, that your voice matters, that the ideas you have and the words you choose also matters. Education also takes courage. It's normal to feel overwhelmed and terrified by the world as we start to make sense of it. Here on this campus, my political science and gender studies classmates taught me to have the courage to use my voice, and that it is our responsibility to speak out when injustice is happening in the world. But courage takes empathy. It's through the work of cultural clubs who provided spaces on campus for students to build communities who have enriched our campus in more ways than I can speak of. We have all had moments on this campus that will fundamentally change how we view the world. A few weeks ago, I had the honor of going on a Sankofa trip, where we learned on the history of voting rights in Atlanta, Georgia. In the weeks after this trip, I thought about how protests and movements had always had people like us in its forefront. It's a lot of pressure, though, to be constantly thinking about how to make an impact. But I would like to tell each one of you today that you already have. We leave little traces of ourselves and other people in how we behave, the things we talk about, and the things we find fascinating. We have each impacted each other in ways we shall never forget. For some of us, this might look like a classmate who helped us and encouraged us out in the field, or a classmate who helped us with a difficult chemistry problem. Or it could be as small as a classmate's comment, a small act of kindness, and the bravery to dare to stand up for something. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "Intelligence plus character, that is the true goal of education." If I can empower any of you today to advocate for something you believe should be changed in the world, I hope that we can collectively bring about a change, no matter how small or large. I hope we can apply what we have learned from our professors, our parents, and each other as colleagues to all the different spaces we are about to enter. I like to think of our lives as stories. And for some of us, our stories aren't ending today when we receive a diploma. My parents instilled in me the resilience to push forward. And when many of us graduated high school 4 years ago during a global pandemic, we needed resilience. This ceremony marks the first time some of us will walk up on stage and receive our diplomas. Many of us also have the opportunity to be the first in our families to receive a college degree or from an American institution. I would like to make a small request to the graduating class. Our motto is Lux Veredus, meaning truth of light. Truth in education can be challenging. We have done something that isn't easy to do. There are things about us that might have changed and shifted, none of which we could have known about during our first red and white night. But as my abuela would say, this makes it all the more worth it. Hemos hecho algo que no es fácil, y como mi abuela diría, es lo que vale más la pena. Thank you, class of 2024. It's been an honor to be your classmate.
Greetings. I'm Dr. Brian Hoffert, Associate Professor of Religious Studies and History, and the coordinator of the East Asian Studies and History of Ideas programs. It's a tradition at commencement to present a candidate for an honorary degree, and for that individual to impart some wisdom on the graduating class. Today, it's my pleasure to present Dr. Ibu Patel. Dr. Patel has been recommended for this honor by trustees and faculty members of the Honorary Degree Committee and approved by the North Central College Board of Trustees. He is the founder and president of Interfaith America, a Chicago-based national nonprofit that was formed around the idea that faith should serve as a bridge of cooperation rather than a barrier of division. Named one of America's best leaders by U.S. News and World Report, he has worked with universities, governments, private corporations, and civic organizations to unlock the power and potential of America's religious diversity. He's the author of 5 books, an Ashoka Fellow, and he served as a member of President Barack Obama's inaugural Faith Council. He earned an undergraduate degree in sociology from University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign and studied at Oxford University on a Rhodes Scholarship, where he earned a doctoral degree in the sociology of religion. I would now like to invite President Thomas and Dr. Patel to join me at the lectern. Madam President, it is my privilege to present Dr. Ibu Patel, so you may confer upon him the honorary degree, Doctor of Humane Letters from North Central College.
On the recommendation of the Honorary Degree Committee, and with the approval of the North Central College Board of Trustees, in recognition of your exemplary service to the community, I hereby confer upon you, Dr. Ibu Patel, the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, together with all the rights and privileges as well as the obligations and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Please join me again in congratulating Dr. Patel and welcoming him to the lectern as he delivers the commencement address.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I speak the password primeval. I give the sign of democracy. I will plant companionship thick as trees along all the rivers of America. Oh, to bring all to common ground. Nothing will do as well as common ground. Walt Whitman. I'm sentimental, if you know what I mean. I love the country, I just can't stand the scene. And I'm neither left nor right, I'm just staying home tonight, getting lost in that hopeless little screen. But I'm stubborn as those garbage bags that time cannot decay. I'm junk, but I'm still holding up my little wild bouquet. Democracy is coming to the USA. Leonard Cohen. Aren't you glad I didn't sing that? Congratulations, graduates. Thank you, parents, professors, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, friends, pets, any creature or being that helped you get here, you are deserving of gratitude. And I speak with intimate knowledge of that because I grew up 15 minutes from here. I have known about this fine institution for most of my life, and my mother, who had more impact on my educational journey than anyone else in my life, is here. So I thank her along with you thanking your parents, friends, family members. A round of applause for all. And what does being here mean? What is the significance of holding that diploma? of crossing this stage, it means that you know that the world is far more complicated than you once believed. It means that you have spent the last several years growing your knowledge base, cultivating your skill set, and you are therefore far more capable than when you entered. It means at a time when our diverse democracy is deeply divided, you can be counted on to build the bridges of cooperation. There are many ways to lead in a diverse democracy. I hope you engage in all of them. Vote, canvass, make speeches, start an organization, join a club, run for office, protest peacefully, but not during my speech. And also, host potlucks. Host potlucks to save diverse democracy? Yes, absolutely. Let me explain. A potluck is the ultimate democratic form. No mayor, no governor, no president, no general can command people to potluck. Mayor Worley, President Thomas, you are terrific people. You cannot command people to potluck. We do it on our own. It is an event of the people, by the people, for the people. It is street-level self-governance. And like everything else about self-governance, potlucks do not rise from the ground or fall from the sky. Someone steps up to host them. Everything always starts with a leader. Today, I'm asking you to be that leader. By hosting a potluck, you are expressing your faith in the essential idea of democracy. You believe in people. Potlucks don't exist without people bringing a dish. Democracies do not survive without people making a contribution. Listen, there are some who think that it is sophisticated to emphasize all the things standing in your way, to highlight all the things you can't do. If you host a potluck, you are sending the opposite signal. You are giving the sign of democracy. You are speaking the password primeval. I believe in what people can do, in the contributions they can make, in the dishes they bring. Now, your belief in people should be tempered by a cold, hard look at reality. Yes, everyone has the potential to make a contribution, but not everyone faces the same circumstances. Some people are lucky enough to be born in houses with stocked kitchens and safe transportation. Other people face barriers, racism, sexism, homophobia, anti-Semitism, Islamophobia. These barriers do not define people, but they make them harder for people to make their contribution. So do what you can to reduce those barriers. Make your potluck more delicious by welcoming more contributions, but do not confuse the barriers for who people are. As the host, you have power, the power of the invitation. Power is good if it's exercised responsibly and in the service of the common good. How will you use your power as the host? My suggestion, invite a diverse group of people to your potluck. After all, whatever your favorite dish is, you do not want a dozen versions of it in your kitchen. You want biryani and hummus, salad and shish kebab, burritos and casserole. And you want the people who come to feel inspired and empowered to bring their best dish. A potluck is an opportunity for a diverse group of people to feel proud of their various identities. Hosting a potluck requires skill. You need to create a space where people can engage in enriching conversations and dishes can mix in creative combination. The magic at a potluck happens when one person's crusty bread recipe from Eastern Europe meets another person's spicy dip from the Middle East. And then these people, from different races and ethnicities and regions and religions, who have divergent views on tax policy and environmental regulation, and yes, even on more divisive and controversial matters, they are sharing stories of sacred family rituals behind their best dish. A diverse democracy requires spaces where people who disagree on some fundamental things can work together on other fundamental things. Make your kitchen one of those spaces. The host of a potluck has a subtle pedagogical role. You are teaching this disparate gathering of strangers how to be a community, which is to say, how to take responsibility for the common good. You signal that you need people to come early, to set up, to stay late, to clean up, to bring extra plates and silver, to make sure that food is properly labeled. People will follow your signal. I hosted my first potluck a few months after I graduated from college. I wish I could tell you that all of the aforementioned lofty ideals were in my mind as I called a handful of friends to join me on a cold February Tuesday night in Chicago. But the truth is, I was just very lonely and too poor to host a dinner party. Also, I can only cook one dish: masala potatoes. How many nights can you eat masala potatoes alone? My record was 6. And so I called a handful of people. We had an amazing time. As they left, they told me they were coming back the following Tuesday night and bringing friends. It was a good reminder. A potluck is not a dinner party. It's more rock and roll jam session, or jazz improvisation, or hip hop cypher than classical symphony performance. Expect your guests to bring friends, acquaintances, people they walk by at the train station. And it shows that a leader might start something, but if that leader is doing her job well, the community that gathers guides the endeavor in important ways. I worried a lot those first few potlucks, sleepless Monday nights, mostly about the vegans. I had a lot of vegan friends back then, still do. I was worried that they were going to be mad. Surely someone would bring meat and the vegans would take offense. Never happened, because honestly, most of the time people are good and gracious. People knew there were a lot of vegans coming to the potluck, and so most made vegan-friendly dishes. Ever had lentil loaf? Give it a try. People who brought meat and dairy labeled their food clearly. Everyone seemed to operate on good faith and recognize that diversity is not always the dishes you like. I hope you have read and thought a lot about democracy here at North Central College. Hosting a potluck is making democracy happen in your home. It is one way to put the ideals that your student commencement speaker spoke of so eloquently into action. A potluck demonstrates that diversity is a treasure, that cooperation is better than division, that identity is a source of pride, that everyone is a contributor. So hold up that little wild bouquet. Plant the trees of companionship. Carve out the common ground. Host the potluck. Democracy is going to thrive in the USA because of you. Thank you.
Okay. Good afternoon, graduates. We are also proud of your accomplishments that have brought you to this day. I am honored to present the Mark A. Reed Student Leadership Award. Mark A. Reed was a president of the Student Governing Association at North Central College when he tragically died in an auto accident in 1984. Each year, in honor of this young man who exemplifies North Central's commitment to noble leadership, the graduating class votes to select a deserving recipient of the Mark A. Student Leadership Award. This year's recipient is a candidate for a Bachelor's of Arts degree in elementary education. She will graduate summa cum laude. During her time at North Central, this student has been in honors program and has served as a leader with many campus organizations, including Education Rise, Focus, and Student Governing Association, and as a student ambassador in the Office of Admissions. Please join me in congratulating this year's Mark A. Student Leadership Award winner, Elena Boucher. Next, it is my pleasure to introduce Erica Johnson, the chair of the class of 2024 Gift Committee, a candidate of a Bachelor's of Business Administration degree in Human Resource Management. Erica has been a part of the honors program, a student athlete, and a student leader for many capacities. She has been the recipient of multiple awards and scholarships. Notably, Erica was college's 2023 Lincoln Laureate, and she was selected as a 2024 North Central College Outstanding Student. Erica, I invite you to present the class gift to President Thomas.
Thank you, Dr. Brown. President Thomas, wishing to leave a lasting legacy at our alma mater, the class of 2024 Gift Committee has contributed funds for a class gift that will support scholarships, academic programs, athletics, and other opportunities that enrich the lives of students who will follow in our footsteps. We set a goal of 50% participation and reached 36%. We hope our class will continue their generosity towards this gift. I am proud to present a gift of more than $3,257 from 192 members of the class of 2024.
Well, thank you, Erica, and thank you to all the members of the class of 2024 who have contributed to this gift. We appreciate your generosity. Your class will continue to make a difference even after today. Thank you so much. I now call our Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs to return to the lectern to present the candidates for their degrees.
Thank you, President Thomas. We will start by presenting the candidates for master's degrees, followed by candidates for bachelor's degrees. Will the students receiving their master's degrees today please stand as you are able? President Thomas, upon the recommendation of the faculty of North Central College, for the conferment of their degrees, I have the honor of presenting the candidates for the degrees: Master of Arts in Professional and Creative Writing, Master of Business Administration, Master of Human Resource Management, Master of Arts in Higher Education Leadership, Master of Arts in Organizational Leadership, Master of Arts in Sport Leadership, Master of Education in Educational Leadership, Master of Athletic Training, Master of Occupational Therapy, and Master of Science in Physician Assistant Studies.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the North Central College Board of Trustees, and in accordance with the recommendation of the faculty, I hereby confer upon each of you the respective degree: Master of Arts in Professional and Creative Writing, Master of Business Administration, Master of Human Resource Management, Master of Arts in Higher Education Leadership, Master of Arts in Organizational Leadership, Master of Arts in Sport Leadership, Master of Education in Educational Leadership, Master of Athletic Training, Master of Occupational Therapy, and Master of Science in Physician Assistant Studies. As you walk across the stage in a few minutes, the presentation of your diploma will confirm this action. Please be seated.
Now, we will present the candidates for the bachelor's degrees. Will the students receiving their bachelor's degrees today please stand as you are able? President Thomas, upon the recommendation of the faculty of North Central College, I have the honor of presenting for the conferment of their degrees the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Business Administration, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Music, and Bachelor of Science.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the North Central College Board of Trustees, and in accordance with the recommendation of the faculty, I hereby confer upon you each the respective degree: Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Business Administration, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Music Education, and Bachelor of Science. As you walk across the stage in a few minutes, the presentation of your diploma will confirm this action. Please be seated.
We will now recognize the 23 graduates who have achieved special distinction by completing their honors thesis and who others graduating as college scholars. Each college scholar is wearing a gold cut today in recognition of this distinction. Would those students please stand as you are able and be recognized? You may be seated. Next, we will recognize 3 categories of undergraduate student honors: cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude, which are determined by students' grade point averages as of the fall semester. Students who graduate cum laude have earned a cumulative grade point average between 3.5 and 3.74 on a 4.0 scale. Will the 108 students who are graduating cum laude or with honors please stand as you are able and be recognized? You may be seated. Students who graduate magna cum laude have earned a cumulative grade point average between 3.75 and 3.89 on a 4.0 scale. Will the 61 students who are graduating magna cum laude or with high honors please stand as you are able and be recognized? You may be seated. Students who graduate summa cum laude have earned a cumulative grade point average between 3.9 and 4.0 on a 4.0 scale. Will the 61 students who are graduating summa cum laude or with highest honors please stand as you are able and be recognized? You may be seated. We will now proceed to the highlight of today's commencement ceremony, the recognition of the members of the class of 2024. Let us begin.
Will all the recipients of advanced degrees please rise and come to the stage? The academic hoods, caps, gowns that you see at today's ceremony are a direct descendant of everyday garb worn in the universities of medieval England. Large hoods were a practical necessity in the drafty halls of Oxford and Cambridge. In modern times, various types of hoods symbolize not only the wearer's status as holders of either a bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degrees, but also the disciplines in which they studied. The hoods of advanced degree recipients are trimmed in colors to represent their disciplines. Our graduates are wearing the colors of white for Master of Arts in Liberal Arts, Higher Education Leadership, Professional and Creative Writing, Organizational Leadership, and Sport Leadership. Sage green for athletic training, drab for business administration and human resource management, light blue for educational leadership, rose blue for occupational therapy, and gold for Masters of Science and Physician Assistant Studies. You can read more about academic regalia in the commencement program. Now we'll proceed with the conferring of diplomas. Upon receiving their diplomas, each graduate will be congratulated by President Thomas, Dr. Gorky Pariola, and Trustee Bishop. The 2024 candidates of the degree of Master of Arts are Julia G. Babinek, Erin Nicole Bankston, Kathleen Berger, Carson G. Davenport, Brianna Ferguson, Caitlin Christine Gady, Kayleen Mary Herman, Ariana N. Jones, Laura M. Kendall Zimmerman, JC Jean Kent, Riley K. McEllimel, Jordan Miller, Kelsey L. Plefka, Melissa Crew, Jessica Marie Romero, Antoine Maurice Walker, Eliane King, Stephanie Catherine Paddock, Jennifer Quintus, Monica Rapchak, Jasmine Lene Smith, Jasmine Marie Williams. The 2024 candidates of the degree of Master of Business Administration are David Patrick Balak, Aiden Benjamin, Sarah Frances Black. Jacqueline Dilara Jimenez. Alexandra Patrice Draves. Terrence Warren Hill. Mercedes L. Jackson. Elnora King. Jordan A. Kraft. Connor Christian Riss. Matthew Montez Robinson. Justin Flores Simbal. Abigail T. Widd. The 2024 candidates of the degree of Master of Education are Emily Marie Garr. The 2024 candidates of the degree of Master of Human Resource Management are Courtney Lene Crocker. Ashley Gonzalez. Andrea Michaela Zuanita. The 2024 candidates of the degree of Master of Occupational Therapy are Carly Adams, Josie M. Angelastro, Olivia L. Bata, Erin Best, Olivia Marie Beveridge, Jessica Kechu, Jessica N. DeVries, Jacqueline G. Donkers, Megan Mackenzie Donnelly, Courtney Morgan Framke, Jimmy C. Garrison, Colleen Marie Kennedy, Caitlin Ann Kitzman, Brianna Nicole Krieges, Angela Elena Lynch, Karen Lynn Martini, Natalie Rose McDermott, Amber Tyler Page, Haley Ann Perisek, Brittany Celeste Parks, Anna Lindsay Ranch, Paige E. Rivera, Maria Simortis, Ashley M. Stats, Savannah Judith Swanson, Sarah Colette Taylor, Risky G. Valera, Henry Eugene Wilson III. Congratulations to the master's recipients.
The 2024 candidates of the degree of Bachelor of Arts are Alondra Aguayo, Carla Fernanda Aguirre, cum laude, Mizuki Akiyama, Diani Alvarenga, Sadie Elizabeth Alvarez, cum laude, Julia Ann Anderson, cum laude, Cortland K. Anderson, Sarah N. Andre, magna cum laude, Vincent Francis England, Paige G. Arendt, magna cum laude, Neil Bakchi, Riley Abigail Banning, Natalie Luann Barnes, summa cum laude, Batsaya Batsokt, Janalyn P. Bowers, cum laude. Lynn Lee Beadle, cum laude. Parker Jonathan Bologno, cum laude. Angela Benulita. Ellie Ray Burns. Julianne Elizabeth Billings, summa cum laude. Samantha Shane Blankenship. Emma Elizabeth Blazer, magna cum laude. Paulina Nicole Bogdan, summa cum laude. Tony Marie Barecki. Mitchell Randall Borzeski. Amaya F. Boyd. Jordan Marie Boyd. Devin Charles Braden. Anna Mary May Brandt, cum laude. Nicole Elizabeth Brandy, magna cum laude. Jenna Ellen Brem, magna cum laude. Nathan Jacob Burchetto. Shelby Brown. Evan Bruner, summa cum laude. Elena Grace Busher, summa cum laude. Alexandra Paula Caballero. Crystal Marie Cabrales. Kate Cacho. Megan Campion. Ashley M. Campisi. Isabella Sofia Canedo, summa cum laude. Caitlin E. Cannon, cum laude. Natalie Carranza. Griffin Alexander Chapman, summa cum laude. Samuel Baird Christie. Sarah Elizabeth Cymbalista. Julia Rose Clark, summa cum laude. Evelyn Kletcher. Caitlin Rose Connolly, cum laude. Carly Ann Cook, magna cum laude. Hadley Windsor Corbett, cum laude. Samuel Corbett, cum laude. Galilea Cortez, summa cum laude. Zachary Patrick Dacey. Lillian Lois Danner, cum laude. Justin Alexander DeCanio, cum laude. Isabella Lee DeFeo, summa cum laude. Caitlin Marie Del Rey, summa cum laude. Columba Ana Maria de la Torre. Sarah Catherine DeRosa, magna cum laude. Taylor Marie Dobes. Tyler Thomas Donovan, cum laude. Maggie D. Dooley, cum laude. Denise Dorado. Claire M. Eaton. Michaela George Edquiban. Gayla Japoma Ehuma, cum laude. Trinity J. Evans. Cora Fayesh, summa cum laude. James Andrew Fetzer, summa cum laude. Jessica Finglass. Thomas Murphy Fitzpatrick. Joseph Ryan Fleming. Salvatore Fredo. Abby E. Fitachik. Naya Teresita Gaines. Elena Claire Gallagher. Jaslyn Isabella Gallegos. Lucas Noel Gasho Renning, cum laude. Gabriela Garcia, summa cum laude. Raquel Garcia. Alisa Gashi. Adelina M. Giannini, cum laude. Heidi Gomez, cum laude. Ellie W. Goslin. Angelina Nicole Graff. Abigail Granado. Tariq D. Griffin. Jenna Del Grissom, cum laude. Taylor Elizabeth Haig. Grace Ann Hardy, cum laude. Catherine Marie Hartzheim, cum laude. Nicholas Joseph Hahn, cum laude. Sarah L. Hine. Grace Marie Heinz. Heather Christina Murray Hellquist, magna cum laude. Emily Lauren Hemmer. Luke Daniel Hernandez. Sophia May Hyatt, summa cum laude. Rory Blackburn Hills. Jaden Antonio Houston. Jesse Craig Hudgens. Aaron Ming Hung. Andrew Michael Yakum, summa cum laude. Anna Mary Jensen. Kayla Helena Jordan, cum laude. Reagan Lynn Jordan. Katie Rochelle Juarez, cum laude. Grace Danielle Julius, cum laude. Alexandra Suzanne Yusi, magna cum laude. Paige Calansis, magna cum laude. Chloe Joy Kahlberg. Selemani Camarindo, cum laude. Amy C. Keka, magna cum laude. Devin Deanna Kenworthy, cum laude. Skylar Rose Kipka. Hannah Marie Klein. Ekaterini Kontakos. Molly Rena Kroll. Laura Lynn Crambier, magna cum laude. Lucy Catherine Kupris, cum laude. Gervine Carr Lally, magna cum laude.
Ian Alexander Lapat, summa cum laude. Rebecca Nicole Lefort. Eliza Nancy Leonard. Christo Johanna Leopold. Myron J. Lewis, cum laude. Eleanor Isabel Lochbaum, summa cum laude. Kayla Marie Lockhart, magna cum laude. Jake Ryan Lynch. Alberto Maldonado. Nevia Maylene Mansir. George A. Marre. JJ Juan Enrique Martinez, summa cum laude. Edwin Antonio Martinez Perez. Kaylee V. Mays. Dana Nicole McAdam, magna cum laude. Emma Marie McCluskey, cum laude. Grace Priya McGarry. James McGlashan. Jacob Ryan McManaman, cum laude. Reese McMullen, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Mary Maher, summa cum laude. Faizan Mahmood. Anastasia Misarosh. Nicole Michelle Metzler. Mason Aldrich Moore. Zoe Morak. Elizabeth Ann Morris, cum laude. Kelsey Nicole Morrison, cum laude. Molly Rose Murray. Isabel Grace Nehall, summa cum laude. Natalie Elizabeth Nelson. Caitlin M. Nordmeyer. Kimberly D. Nunez. Olivia Teresa Nussbaum. Noah Jacob Obermeyer, magna cum laude. Kirsty Hope O'Connor. Celine Mwango Ogero. Mackenzie Jean Oken. Raina Elizabeth Oliva. Derek Christopher Olson. Daniel O'Neilis. Zachary M. Orr. Emily Ortiz. Shelby Morgan Autumn, summa cum laude. Madeline Sky Owens. Haley Ann Paddock, cum laude. Austin Wesley Paulson. Jessica Pearson, cum laude. Miles Pearson Petaway. Asia Nicole Puchala. Junrong Chien, cum laude. Alexandra Ramirez. Alejandra Mia Rivera Morales, cum laude. Anna Patricia Rivera, cum laude. Liam Fox Roberts. Demi Milani Rodriguez Rojas. Artis M. Roman, cum laude. Philip Roman. Catherine Grace Ross, cum laude. Catherine Lynn Rostis, summa cum laude. Claire Shannon Salazar, magna cum laude. Marilla Nicole Sammartano, magna cum laude. San Star Sandberg, cum laude. Kira Rose Savage, cum laude. Skylar M. Schoonert, magna cum laude. Jennifer Lynn Schroeder. Brooke Keziah Schultz. Nathan Tyler Schwarzkopf, cum laude. Luana Scott, magna cum laude. Jacob Daniel Seeley. Victoria Rose Segelbrook, magna cum laude. Ryan M. Sendef. Grace Elizabeth Shelley, magna cum laude. Ethan E. Sherman, magna cum laude. Savannah Jade Simboli. Carson Patrick Skalbeck. Sabrina Elizabeth Scarbeck. Joshua David Sloan. Jennifer Lee Smith, magna cum laude. Emily Jo Sparenberg. Allison K. Sporletter. Kevin Patrick St. Clair. Joseph Mitchell Staub. Tyler Ann Stark, cum laude. Haley Strickland. Emerald Celestine Maxwell Thomas Savente, magna cum laude. Wafa Syed, cum laude. Dominika Ursula Shapasnik, summa cum laude. Christopher T. Talia, magna cum laude. Juliana Marie Tamburino, magna cum laude. Logan Connor Tantu, cum laude. Alyssa B. Texta. Abigail Rose Toynton, cum laude. Patrick Turner. Helen Alexandra Valencia. Jessica Sophia Valletta. Sierra Lynn Van Krienenbroek, magna cum laude. Thomas Van Fleet. Elsie Jasmine Vinces. Madison Jane Vermilland. Salome Lydia Walker. Raven Genevieve Walton. Genevieve X. Weiss, cum laude. Eliana Carolina Whitcomb. Emily Y. Whiteside. Savannah Marie Wibberall. Sophie Frances Winsack, summa cum laude. Jacob Scott Wilkin. Riley K. Wadka. Franklin James Wozniak, cum laude. Gia Marie Yetter, magna cum laude. Tabitha Montserrat Zuniga Diaz, magna cum laude. The 2024 candidates of the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration are Eliana Grace Akinfora, Cassidy Marie Anderson, Dimitri John Antonopoulos, Joseph A. Apicella, Rishab Arjun, cum laude. Porter Thomas Arnson, Harrison Robert Esperel Azunk, cum laude. Kendra Gabrielle Battle, Michelle Gabriella Berger,
Nadia Marlene Vanilla Solano, Yoselin Cano, Claire Angelina Carnavali, Lauren Casey, Hayden Ryan Code, Bailey Ann Cooper, summa cum laude, Joshua Cormack, Eric Corral, cum laude, Angelo Cusimano, Joseph Jonathan Ducana, Laura Diaz, Celeste May Diaz, Bryce Anthony Dorsey, Eva Dubanaskis, Thomas Owen Eberhart, Carson Eggert, Sarah Ellicher, Lexis N. Ellis, Austin Matthew Emerath, cum laude, Hannah Nicole Ishu, Braden Matthew Estes, Corinne Nicole Ewald, Patrick Michael Fatigato, David James Fitzpatrick, Peter J. Flores Budazinski, Zachary D. Fortier, Kurt Austin Funk, magna cum laude, Anna Christine Gowron, magna cum laude. Josie Gloss, cum laude. Emma Marie Goldman, summa cum laude. Dylan A. Goot. Evelyn Marie Guzman. John Patrick Hennigan. Ricardo Herrera II. Herman Dale Hesby, summa cum laude. Jamie Cecilia Heck, cum laude. Armani Hubbard. Catherine Alyssa May Huey, summa cum laude. Luke Ethan Ilgen. Erica Lee Johnson, summa cum laude. Kevin M. Kaiser. Carolyn Marie Kelleher, cum laude. Clark Thomas Kelly, magna cum laude. Michael Kenneth Klazera, magna cum laude. Benjamin Charles Kopicki, cum laude. Samantha L. Kaprowski. Paige Elizabeth Koziel, cum laude. Zachary Lass. Natalie Yamila Lebron Martinez. Jonathan Michael McLeod. Caleb J. McGruder. Sean Michael Malippi. Sydney John Marquette. Christopher D. Martinez. Thomas William Martini. Cade Philip McHenry, cum laude. Rylan John McQuarrie. Colin Mohina. Angelo Michael Mondia. Ashley Elaine Moore. Kaylee Moran, cum laude. McKay Jonathan Moravec, summa cum laude. William Peter Morrison. Caden M. Moyer, magna cum laude. Braden L. Nicholson. Alexis Lee O'Grady. Taylor Joe O'Malley, summa cum laude. Jacob Tyson Parody, cum laude. Denise Diane Party. Neha R. Patel. Michael Warren Patterson. Stephen Charles Pearson Jr., cum laude. Alexia Saros, cum laude. Matthew Trevor Rabick. Michael Robert Ranieri. Rutger J. Rawlings. Jessica Marie Raymer. Gavin Rager. Trey D. Roach. Jacob Philip Rodriguez. Ian Alexander Roth. Talia Lynn Roti, cum laude. Helen Estefi Ruiz, summa cum laude. Diego Santa Marie, magna cum laude. Eliza Joseph Salem. Leslie Lizette Santos. Joseph Luke Schmidt. Nolan Richard Shannon. Callie Simeon, cum laude. Julia Renee Siston, summa cum laude. Michael Santa Smeldorado. Madison Jane Smith, summa cum laude. Myla Spahia. Nathan Joseph Staliones, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Annabelle Stutter, magna cum laude. Michael Joseph Chavez. Brooke Elizabeth Teleski. Mia Thiel, cum laude. Sophia Rose Tronalone, summa cum laude. Eric J. Turba, summa cum laude. Caitlin A. Tyler, magna cum laude. Julian Ramon Valdez. Nick Vasili, cum laude. Bilal Mohammed Vasti. James Vincent Vertucci, cum laude. Jude Anthony Vitali. Hallie Claire White, magna cum laude. Addison Rose Wickland. Patrick Voashuk Murugalala. Sergio Andreas Zambrano Borrego, magna cum laude. Kaylee Ryan Zerkes. The 2024 candidate degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts are Caitlin Delat, cum laude. Eric Jonathan Rodriguez, cum laude. Nikolai Sorokin, cum laude. The 2024 candidate to the degree of Bachelor of Music Education are Dorian Chase, cum laude. Cameron David Green, cum laude. Colin Joseph Campshire. Thomas John Loeb, summa cum laude. Ryan C. Michael, cum laude. Jenna Marie Rowe. Taylor Lynn Wood, summa cum laude.
The 2024 candidates of the degree of Bachelor of Science are William Jared Adamczyk, summa cum laude. Mahad Syed Akhtar. Maria F. Alvarado. Roberto A. Alvarez Paitel. Ozzy I. Lauren Marie Belville, cum laude. Faith Elise Bicking, summa cum laude. Ella Rosemary Bosholm, magna cum laude. Emma Jean Brown. Joshua Michael Buer. Alexia Micael Bustamante Rivera. Andrea Caltabiano. Nicholas S. Campanella, cum laude. Hannah A. Campbell. Joseph Cannon, cum laude. Brian Christopher Caputo Jr., magna cum laude. Grace M. Carlson, cum laude. Jessica Isabel Chan, summa cum laude. Keegan Ronald Collins. Dylan Combs. Julie Concepcion. Brett G. Connor. Anna Elizabeth Cotter. Michael William Davis. Sophia Victoria Deschaude. Tessa M. Dijon, cum laude. Andrew Stephen Dilly, summa cum laude. Kevin Charles Dixon. Megan Elizabeth Driver. Tawny Mercedes Enns. Jack Thomas Fairwood, cum laude. Cassidy J. Flaunder, summa cum laude. Sienna R. Froelich. Nathaniel Allen Fukutaki, magna cum laude. Andrew James Garcia. Issachar Clark Gales. Samantha L. Genko. Guillermo Gonzalez Fernandez. Nathan Lawrence Goodwin. Lauren Olivia Gradle, cum laude. Jordan Grons. Ferris Ahmad Hendaklo, magna cum laude. Mia Annabelle Hanrahan, cum laude. Elizabeth Sharon Hansen. Brandon James Harmson, summa cum laude. Kira Elizabeth Hardy, magna cum laude. Rebecca Hebron, summa cum laude. Jeffrey Boutte Hemelgarn, cum laude. Giovanni Hernandez. Bellamy Holland. Ethan James Holmes. London Page Houston, cum laude. Amandus Holm Havrud, magna cum laude. Simona Hudakova, magna cum laude. Danilo Ivanchevich. Kevin Michael Johnson, cum laude. Hannah Louise Jones, summa cum laude. Benny Joram, cum laude. Tabitha C. Judd. Elise Sidney Camp. Caitlin Rose Kendrick, cum laude. Nella Keda. Kendall Lene Kruger, magna cum laude. Zachary Powers Kuyava. Nicole Maria Quillos, summa cum laude. Faith Ladden. Nicholas James Laird, cum laude. Veronica Haley Latka, summa cum laude. Andrew Hai Dang Lee, magna cum laude. Anthony Van Lay. Luke A. Lanin, magna cum laude. Evan Alton Lilga. Catherine Dawn Little. Riley Kate Lyons, cum laude. Alvaro Macias, summa cum laude. Sandra Andrea Marquez, magna cum laude. Megan J. McClure, cum laude. Troy Richard Meissner. Anna Bella Misana. Mitchell James Moore, cum laude. Nicholas William Motika, magna cum laude. Nigel Michael Nibel. Sir Walter Cornelius Nelson I. Hayden Christian Northrup, cum laude. Mikkel Nushi. Everin Myron Nibo. Brian A. Orea. George A. Ossie. Melika Pars. Rachel Marie Parthamore. Ishan Sanjay Patel. Nina Patience, cum laude. Taylor E. Price. Mara Grace Punky. Nicholas M. Quigley, cum laude. Alexander T. Rafaz, cum laude. Devesh Ramachandran. Ethan M. Ramirez. Jessica Marie Ramirez, summa cum laude. Bryce McCarver Rhodes, magna cum laude. Francisco Rosales. Teresa Jane Remoro, cum laude. Justin Alexander Salas, summa cum laude. Lizeth Sacedo de Santiago. Raina Elizabeth Schledwitz. Alexa Shurland. Matthew J. Shimonetto, cum laude. Heather Marie Shortall, cum laude. Sander Smodel, summa cum laude. Natalie Michelle Stauder. Brianna Caitlin Taylor. Abigail R. Tarvin. Kevin Daniel Toole. Angelina Marie Ungaro, magna cum laude. Danielle Uraka Mazos. Aaliyah Nicole Valentine. Madeline Ann Varman. Emily Rose Velez. Abria Villavicencio Blanco. Thomas Shaddy Vincent Voges, summa cum laude. Ryan Walzak. Aiden Conrad Elijah Westerberg, summa cum laude. Ryan Christian Zamora. Luke E. Zobrist, summa cum laude. Mia Isabella Zurowski. Congratulations to the bachelor's degree recipients.
Oh, so exciting. So class of 2024, please rise as you're able. Let's give them one more round of applause. Graduates, as a symbol of your new status, I invite you to participate in a time-honored tradition that you have well earned. You may now transfer the scholar's tassel from the right side of your mortarboard to the left. Graduates, again, on behalf of the faculty, staff, administration, and Board of Trustees of North Central College, congratulations. Please be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce Erin Bishop, who is here today representing the North Central College Board of Trustees. Erin is a member of the board's executive committee, and she is Vice Chair of Student Affairs and Athletics Committee. A proud member of the North Central College of class of 1993, she earned a bachelor's degree in English and political science and her Juris Doctor degree from Tulane Law School. Erin is currently Assistant General Counsel at Caterpillar. I'll now invite Erin to address our new graduates who have also become the newest members of the North Central College alumni community.
Thank you, President Thomas. It is my honor, on behalf of the North Central College Board of Trustees, to join in extending congratulations to the class of 2024. One more round of applause. Graduates, today is an important milestone in your lives. It's an ending, but also a beginning. Your time here as students has concluded, but from this day forward, you will always be a member of the Cardinal alumni family, and that relationship is just beginning. You have joined a group of tight-knit alumni, more than 30,000 strong, who are connected through their shared experiences as Cardinals, a love of this institution, and a lifelong commitment to the mission and values of North Central College. No one achieves this milestone alone. Whether you realized it or not, during your time here at North Central, each of you stood on the shoulders of Cardinals that came before you, and the generous alumni who continue to support their alma mater. We hope that as you begin to chart your path forward and make your mark on the world, that you will keep in touch with one another and with this place, and maybe have a potluck or two. Come back often for homecoming, for athletic events, theater performances, to reconnect with faculty and staff members, or just to visit. Keep us updated on your journey. Let us know about your successes, both personal and professional, and reach out when you need help. To echo Mayor Worley's comments, this place will always be your home. You will always have people here on campus and throughout the alumni network who care about you and who will support you. As a graduate, you are also an ambassador of North Central College. We know you will represent the Cardinal community with pride. We hope that you will recommend your alma mater to prospective students, serve as a mentor to students and future graduates, and should the opportunity arise, hire a fellow alum. Your time on campus has gone by quickly, and speaking from experience, it doesn't slow down once you leave here. So take this moment to celebrate and resolve to make the effort to stay connected. You'll be glad you did. Congratulations again, graduates. We are so proud of you.
Thank you, Erin. As we prepare to conclude today's proceedings, I would like to introduce Ekaterini Kontakos. She is one of our new graduates, and she will give the benediction, a blessing before we depart. Ekaterini is from West Chicago, Illinois. Today, she earned a Bachelor of Arts degree in psychology, achieving her goal to graduate from college in 4 years while working full-time and commuting to campus. Also today, she and Orthodox Christians around the world are celebrating Pascha, also called Resurrection Sunday. In the spirit of peace and fellowship, Ekaterini will offer a closing prayer from that faith tradition. Please stand if you are able. And after the benediction, please remain standing and join us in singing our alma mater, which is printed in your program. Graduating members of the concert choir, women's choral, and concert wind will lead us. Ekaterini.
Good afternoon to my fellow graduates and your loved ones, faculty, staff, and honored guests. While Catholic and Protestant Christians celebrated Easter back on March 31st, Muslims completed Ramadan back on April 9th, and the Jewish community wrapped up Passover this past Tuesday. This year, the Eastern Orthodox Church, of which I am a member, celebrates Easter, today, May 5th. Orthodox Christians draw heavily from the Jewish tradition, even calling Easter Pascha. Like the Muslim community, Orthodox follow a long and rigorous fast to prepare us for this day. And like other Christians, we celebrate today, Easter, as the feast of feasts. the basis of our deepest hope, the event that forms the foundation of our faith and our understanding of God. As we close this joyous commencement celebration, I'm grateful for the invitation to offer a prayer from the Eastern Orthodox tradition. And I've selected a hymn from our Easter service that I think speaks to the needs of today's world and to all of us as we commence our lives as North Central College graduates. It is as follows. It is the day of the resurrection. Let us shine brightly for the festival and also embrace one another. Let us say even to those who hate us, let us forgive everything in the resurrection. And thus let us cry aloud. Christ is risen from the dead, by death trampling down upon death. And to those in the tombs he has granted life. Loving God, we ask that your grace illuminates us to be ethical leaders wherever we may go, and that your victory over death and sin grounds us in hope. And that strengthened and illuminated your resurrection, we may have the courage to forgive and to embrace all of our fellow human beings as your children and our siblings. For you are holy, now into the ages of ages. Christos Anesti, Christ is risen.